Coming up on KOTA Territory News at 5:30, a golf tournament for a good cause today in the Black Hills. We'll tell you what it's all about. Plus, Harley-Davidson has the numbers on how many bikes were sold during the 85th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. And the Secretary of State speaks about her goal to ensure that only South Dakota citizens can vote in the state. Your news starts now.
From Skyline Drive, this is KOTA Territory News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Jack Cottle. South Dakota's Secretary of State has opened up about her support for a push to ensure U.S. citizen-only voting in South Dakota. KOTA Territory's Blake Trolley sat down with the Secretary as the requirement still has some hurdles ahead.
Senate Joint Resolution 503 will allow voters to decide next year whether they want language added to South Dakota's Constitution, clarifying that only U.S. citizens can vote in state and local elections. South Dakota Secretary of State Monet Johnson supported the legislation, even attending a press conference about it earlier this year.
Why was it important for you to support that legislation?
One thing within people's minds, only U.S. citizens should be voting in elections. So I wanted to support the legislators that brought that forward, and just to ensure people that that is what we're doing, and that's what they're cleaning up all across the nation, is only U.S. citizens voting in elections.
Supporters of the amendment say they worry that under current language, some cities with home rule charters in South Dakota could possibly allow non-citizens to vote if the cities want to. Those supporters cite a law review article by a University of Kentucky law professor who said South Dakota home rule municipalities could legalize non-citizens voting in local elections without approval from the legislature. Supporters cite other places where non-citizens are allowed to vote, including in cities in California, Illinois, and Maryland. SJR 503's prime sponsors Rapid City State Senator Taffy Howard. The legislation was co-sponsored by other West River lawmakers, including State Senator Amber Hulse. Hulse sent KOTA Territory News a statement saying, "The resolution is a responsible step in ensuring that our elections are secure and that every vote cast reflects the will of the people who call this country home." In Rapid City, Blake Trolley, KOTA Territory News.
Comfortable air is sticking around KOTA Territory today, but does that last into the weekend? Meteorologist Ryan Laramie is in the First Alert Weather Center with a look at the forecast. A little cool, but still comfortable out there today.
It's amazing outside, Jack. In my eyes, it's perfect. It's comfortable, it's sunny, it's gorgeous outside as we're seeing that sunshine still on our Golden West weather cam up on Skyline Drive here at the station. Tower camera showing the west side of Rapid City. A nice day out there for us, and temperatures feel nice as well. 61 in Hewlett and Spearfish, 58 up in Shade Hill, 68 in Sheridan, 69 down in Edgemont. These temperatures feel amazing, and look at that 40s already popping up in places like Whitetail Peak at this hour. We're 57 in Bear Lodge, 58 in Nemo, and clear skies in Rapid City, but we're seeing a few clouds on the northern South Dakota plains. Places like Lemon and Faith likely seeing some of that cloud coverage, but we are seeing frost advisories that were just posted. New information into the First Alert Weather Center, but our football weather does continue into the weekend with warmth returning next week. I'll be planning all of that out and more, all coming up in just a little bit. Jack.
Thank you, Ryan. South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley says officers were justified when they shot and killed the suspect in a pursuit and hostage situation in Hocking County on August 5th. The Division of Criminal Investigation report was released today. The report said the incident started with a pursuit by Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe law enforcement after a weapons call near the Greengrass community on the reservation. The report says the driver, 31-year-old Chase Wayne Looking Horse of Eagle Butte, pulled into a rural area north of Midland, exchanged gunfire with officers, stole a vehicle there, and took a hostage. The vehicle stopped 13 miles east of Phillip, and the report says Looking Horse left the vehicle while holding the hostage at gunpoint and was then shot and killed by a highway patrol trooper. The report says Looking Horse tested positive for cannabinoids, alcohol, methamphetamine, amphetamine, norfentanyl, and other drugs. A South Dakota lawmaker is fighting fentanyl by going after Chinese companies he says are fueling the crisis it's created here in America. Representative Dusty Johnson just voted to pass the Stop Chinese Fentanyl Act. He says, quote, "China is the #1 producer of fentanyl, the deadliest drug, and its precursor chemicals. Yet the Chinese government continues to allow the flow of fentanyl out of their country. We must do more to protect our kids and adults and make our communities safe." With many volunteer fire departments underfunded in the Mount Rushmore state, one company stepped up to ease the burden through generous donations. In honor of National Preparedness Month, Black Hills Energy awarded $135,000 in safety grants to various departments in several states, including Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota. Some of the recipients in the Black Hills area include the Black Hawk Fire Department and the Whispering Pines Volunteer Fire Protection District. Black Hawk received $2,500 for 13 wildland packs that carry essential supplies when firefighters are out combating wildfires. In addition, Whispering Pines was awarded $900, allowing them to get a new battery-powered chainsaw.
We depend a lot on things like that, grants and donations from community to be able to serve and protect our communities. That's kind of the bread and butter for us.
The Black Hawk Fire Department's deputy chief said the grant means one less worry for them.
Any kind of grants we can get helps out the budget, kind of helps out with that we can take that funding and put it elsewhere to be able to fit our needs.
The grants are provided through Black Hills Energy's Funds for Firefighters grant program, helping fire departments buy the supplies and equipment they need when out on calls. Out of the $135,000 awarded, more than $16,000 went to departments in South Dakota. Other safety grant recipients in the Black Hills area include the Rapid Valley, Nemo, and Lead volunteer fire departments. The Sturgis Motorcycle Rally tends to attract motorcycle enthusiasts, unique custom bikes, and a nice uptick in profits for some businesses in the Black Hills area, including one right off of exit 55. During this year's 85th rally, the Black Hills Harley-Davidson dealerships in Rapid City and Sturgis experienced record-breaking sales, combining to sell more than 1,100 bikes. The milestone catapulted Black Hills Harley-Davidson to the #1 Harley-Davidson dealership in the nation. With the retailer's first year selling bikes in Sturgis, the operations and rally manager says they knew it gave them the opportunity to set records.
We had 4 consecutive days that we were sold over 100 motorcycles per day, with the peak day being 135 motorcycles between Black Hills and Sturgis. At Black Hills, doing 105 of those in one day is really, really impressive.
Maloney says 135 bikes sold in one day is a new record, making it 50 more than last year. He adds they go from a staff of 70 people year-round, ballooning to more than 500 workers at one time during the rally. A charity golf tournament tonight will help injured hawks, eagles, and owls in the Black Hills get back into the skies. KOTA Territory's Brad Walton stopped by the Black Hills Raptor Center, and he tells us about the Birdies for Raptors tournament.
Friday night's tournament at the Executive Golf Course puts the drive in Charity Drive.
Every penny that we raise tonight at the golf tournament will help us finish this structure and make it be possible for us to get a rehabilitation permit for injured birds of prey.
The Birdies for Raptors charity tournament enters its second year Friday, raising money for the Black Hills Raptor Center, helping Angler and her team nurse birds of prey back to health and get them back to their critical roles in the ecosystem.
The vast majority of raptor species around the world eat animals that would eat our food crops.
The Raptor Center hosted the first Birdies for Raptors tournament last August.
It was remarkable success. We had no idea what to expect. Last year we had 11 teams. This year we have 13 teams.
Funds raised in the tournament will help the Raptor Center finish constructing their new treatment facility.
We need to raise $140,000 to completely finish this building.
Finishing the building and acquiring their rehabilitation permit will allow the Raptor Center to soar to new heights while continuing care for birds of prey.
I think we all need a strong connection with nature, much stronger than what we have right now.
In Rapid City, Brad Walton, KOTA Territory News.
It's a cool and breezy day in KOTA Territory. How's the weekend looking? We'll let you know in your accurate First Alert forecast coming up later. But first, Rapid City pickleball players get dinkin' at the Canyon Lake Activity Center. That and more after the break. Pickleball players are dinking for dollars this weekend at the Canyon Lake Activity Center. Players will take part in more than 300 games during the annual Dinkin' in the Hills tournament. The tournament raises funds for the Canyon Lake Activity Center, and it runs through the weekend.
This weekend things will really pick up, and you'll see chairs lining up, and the audience increases, and it is a good time. Pickleball is about smiles, so it's a good time.
More than 160 players from 3 states will be taking to the courts. Players range from beginner to expert levels. The Canyon Lake Activity Center gives its members opportunities to play pickleball, do arts and crafts, garden, and more. Well, it's time to get your lottery tickets. Powerball in particular. The game's jackpot has now grown to $1.8 billion. That makes it the second largest jackpot in U.S. lottery history. The current jackpot has been rolling over ever since the last winner on May 31st. Powerball's next drawing is Saturday night. The jackpot has an estimated cash value of $826 million. One of Britain's most beloved royals died Thursday night. Catherine, the Duchess of Kent, was 92 years old. Buckingham Palace said she was surrounded by close family at the time of her death. She married into the royal family when she wed Queen Elizabeth's cousin Prince Edward in 1961. As a working royal, she traveled the world as an ambassador for UNICEF and worked with organizations helping the homeless. She also had a passion for music, playing a number of instruments and founding a charity to help children with musical talents. Meteorologist Ryan Larmew says that new frost advisories are in effect for parts of KOTA territory. He tells us who's included in your accurate First Alert forecast next.
Now, the First Alert forecast with meteorologist Ryan Larmew.
Seeing plenty of sunshine still in downtown Rapid City this evening. It's gorgeous out and it feels great too. Temperatures are pairing with the sunshine very nicely this evening. 61 degrees in downtown Rapid City. Still seeing some higher winds out there, north-northwest up to 21 miles an hour right now in Rapid City. The sun shines out everywhere for the most part and temperatures feel great everywhere too. We're 61 also at Spearfish and in Hewlett. 63 down in Newcastle, but we're in the 50s in some locations here on the plains. 58 in Shade Hill, 56 in Faith, 58 also at Mud Butte, 68 over in Sheridan, so they're a little warmer, but temperatures in the hills starting to drop. 50s in Lead, Nemo, Bear Lodge, Four Corners, and look at that, Whitetail Peak already in the 40s at 49 degrees. Now tonight, Rapid City will possibly see some frost. 39 degrees. It's going to be the coldest we've seen in a while in town. Definitely a chilly Saturday morning to wake up to tomorrow. See some calmer winds that will help with that frost, and mostly clear skies are going to continue throughout the rest of the day and into the overnight hours. And here's what we just got into the First Alert Weather Center. Frost advisories in this electric blue color here have been issued for a majority of KOTA territory, but Rapid City, Sturgis, Spearfish, and all of the Black Hills in southwestern South Dakota are not included in this. Sheridan and Carter County are also not included in this, but Gillette, we are included in the frost advisory with temperatures possibly down to 31 in some of those locations, aiding that frost development. Could linger into the morning hours tomorrow. 69 degrees for a high temperature, so football weather continues into the first half of the weekend. Lots of sunshine too on Saturday. We'll continue to see mostly sunny skies by Sunday with 80 degrees, so we're much warmer. 11-degree temperature swing from Saturday to Sunday, and the temperatures even get warmer as we head to next week. But let's plan out everything on the hour-by-hour forecast. Not much to talk about, especially tomorrow. Lots of sunshine across the entire area. And by Sunday, we're seeing kind of a repeat, just with a little bit more cloud coverage across the region. Some thin clouds possible, but mostly sunny skies are dominant throughout the afternoon and evening. And that seems to be the same story for our Monday morning and our Monday afternoon. But here's a look at what we're expecting high temperature wise over the next 7 days. We have 60s tomorrow, and then we shoot up into the 80s and stay that way all the way until Thursday. Above average temperatures Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 80s are expected each of those days, and the hottest day looks to be Monday at 85 degrees, but Tuesday and Thursday a little warm at 83. And by the late portions of next week, another cold front are going to be moving through. 75 for high there on Friday, but low temperatures tonight generally going to be in the 30s across much of the area. 39 in Rapid City and Hot Springs, 34 over in Custer. Chilly tonight with some frost possible, especially on the plains. Tomorrow we're comfortable with football weather continuing. 69 in Rapid City, 73 in Belfouche, 78 over in Sheridan and in Pine Ridge. The Black Hills showing warming temperatures through the weekend as we see 80s return to some areas as early as Monday. Northeast Wyoming seeing the 80s as early as Sunday with sunshine likely over the next 3 days, but we'll see those temperatures rise even warmer on parts of the South Dakota Plains. 90 in Pine Ridge on Monday. Rapid City seeing 85 on Monday and continuing with the 80s through much of next week. Isolated storms are possible both Thursday and Wednesday.
But like you said, for you right now, this is ideal.
This is ideal. Picture perfect weather, mid-60s. And we'll see the sunshine. Can't ask for anything better.
All right, it's perfect. All right, thank you, Ryan. Coming up, the Black Hills State football team gears up for a big road game tomorrow. Plus, we have a preview of tonight's big high school football games. Vic Quick is all the details next to Dakota Sports.
Now, KOTA Territory Sports, sponsored by your local Ford stores.
Happy Football Friday, everybody. The Bennett County football team has gotten out to an impressive 2-0 start this season and is receiving votes in the 9AA poll. The Warriors return to the gridiron tonight as they visit Phillip. The Scotties drop their season opener to Wall. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock out at the Phillip High School. The Hot Springs football team has come up just short in the first 2 weeks of the season. The Bison have lost to Winter and Miller Highmore Herald by a combined 7 points. Ben Kramer's bunch will take another crack at things tonight as it hosts Wagner. The Red Raiders will provide another tough test as they enter the matchup ranked second in 11B with a 2-0 record. Wagner grabbed people's attention by defeating then top-ranked Winter 34-20 last week. Kickoff is in just a few minutes out at Woodward Field. The Hill City football team has gotten off to an impressive 2-0 start this season. After defeating Stanley County 73-32 in the opener, the Rangers rolled past Lemon McIntosh 43-6 last week. Hill City is ranked 4th in this week's 9AA poll and will host Dupree tonight. The Tigers won a tight game over North Central 36-28 last week to even up their record at 1-1. You can expect these teams to keep the scoreboard operator busy by putting up some points tonight. Kickoff is coming up in just a few minutes at 6 o'clock out at Ranger Fields. The Harding County football team won its season opener against Gettysburg, but ran into a little trouble against top-ranked Wall last week, losing 73-20. The Ranchers will look to regroup and get back to their winning ways this evening when they host New Underwood. The Tigers dropped their season opener to Bennett County. Let's take a look at a couple of the other big games that are being played tonight. After knocking out Brookings last week, Sturgis moves into the 11AA rankings at the number 4 spot. The Scoopers are on the road this evening to take on Douglas. Rapid City Central got a big win over Sioux Falls Roosevelt last Friday. Tonight, the Gobblers hit the road to take on a tough Spearfish squad. The Spartans dropped their opener to third-ranked T 22-14 last week. In the college ranks, the Black Hills State football team came up just a little bit short in the season opener last week, falling to Sioux Falls 27-21. The Yellow Jackets will take another crack at things tomorrow when they play at Grand Valley State. This will be another good test for BH as the Lakers are the third-ranked team in the country. Grand Valley opened the season with a big 45-9 victory over Lincoln of Pennsylvania last week. Grand Valley State is a real perennial power in the Division II ranks. Tomorrow's big game kicks off at 5 o'clock our time. So going to be a big weekend for football. A lot of big games tonight on the high school gridiron. We'll have all your scores and highlights at 9 and 10 o'clock tonight on the Friday night hike. Tomorrow, big day for college football. You can catch games both here on ABC as well as over on Fox all day long tomorrow. All right, that's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Labor Day has passed, and while you may still have some barbecue left over, today you should set aside for a different comfort food, cheese pizza. Why? Well, because today is National Cheese Pizza Day. Your pie to celebrate the day doesn't have to use the standard mozzarella. You can mix it up with all kinds of varieties: Gouda, Parmesan, Gorgonzola, or even cheddar. People have been eating pizza-like dishes for thousands of years. The Greeks had bread covered with herbs, oils, and cheese, and the Romans would put bay leaves, cheese, and honey on dough. Our modern idea of pizza began with the Neapolitan flatbread pizza topped with mozzarella and buffalo milk. By the way, with the football season just underway, cheese pizza is a regular at game watching parties. Mark the day on social media with the hashtag National Cheese Pizza Day. So you say you're a Star Wars fan. Well, how much would you pay for Darth Vader's lightsaber used in 2 of the original Star Wars films? Sold at auction for $3.6 million. Prop Store Auction said that is a new record, the highest auction price ever for a Star Wars item. The prop was used in 1980's The Empire Strikes Back and 1983's Return of the Jedi. Also sold at the entertainment theme auction, the bullwhip belt and holster Harrison Ford used in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which went for nearly $500,000.
That's a lot of money.
I can do without the movie props, but I am very excited about Cheese Pizza Day.
So now just let me know when National Pepperoni Pizza Day is, and then we'll be talking.
Well, that's not today, though. Today's just cheese.
Today's just cheese, and it's great weather.
Life is good, isn't it?
What a good segue.
Pizza, weather, you can sit
weather.
outside, maybe a little jacket. And
it's going to be chilly tomorrow morning, 39 in Rapid City. Frost advisories on the plains and in parts of northeast Wyoming. But 80s are back by next week, Jack. Your type of weather is back in the forecast. Monday, your shorts, bring it back out.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say frost. All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tonight at 10.
Thanks for watching KOTA Territory News, your local news and weather authority.